Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have another what I eat in a day. I've done a few videos like this in the past. If you guys want me to keep doing them, let me know. I know that this is not like a fitness channel or anything, but I try to have some variety. But I'm so excited because I recently lost 24 pounds and I'm so happy because I never thought that I would be able to lose the weight that I did gain, because I mean, I was at my heaviest. I was at 175, so right now I'm down 150, 151. The number kind of fluctuates a little bit, but I'm just so happy. I feel great. I've been doing everything plant-based, so no meat, no eggs, no dairy, and I just feel like it helps, not just with like weight loss, but just with your skin, your hair. It just makes a huge difference. So I also do work out like 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It really just depends on how I'm feeling and just like what I got going on for the week. But for the most part, I always like to work out for at least an hour, sometimes less, sometimes more. Again, it depends. I don't do anything crazy. I'm not like a fitness expert or anything. I always do 30 minutes cardio, and then the rest I will do like leg machine workouts and like squats and stuff, or I'll do like arm exercises that I find like on YouTube, and then I'll do ab stuff that I find on YouTube as well. So you can always find different inspo on Instagram and YouTube. There's like so many different things that you could do, so you just have to kind of find your like perfect workouts and how you can throw them into your regular routine. I would totally be open to filming some workouts for you guys, but again, I'm not an expert, so I know that a lot of people would probably like maybe criticize like how I do certain workouts or like just specific things, just because I'm not an expert with it. So I don't know. I'm also not allowed to film at my gym. I go to Planet Fitness, so it's kind of like... Alright, so now into the food. So I don't like to count calories. I know that everybody has their different opinions with that. I feel like there's more to food than just calories. Obviously I'm not eating like 5,000 calories a day or anything like that. I do look at them, but I don't keep track of them a lot because I feel like with what I'm eating, I just don't need to. Like, and I don't like to just focus on that, because I think with calories, it becomes very obsessive. That's how I used to be. So I like to look at things like sugar, salt, fat, because something can be super low calorie, but if it's really, really fattening, or if it has a lot of sugar in it or salt, then it's probably not the greatest thing for you. So there's more to weight loss than calories from my perspective. I know everybody is different. Yeah, I am not telling you guys what to eat. I am not telling you that you have to do this to lose weight. This is just what works for me, so please keep that in mind. Please do not attack me in the comments with anything that I mentioned, because again, this is just what is working for me. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this can just kind of be maybe hopefully some inspo for you if you are on your weight loss journey. I know how hard it is. I have my moments where I'm like stuck and I feel like I'm not really making any progress, but that just kind of comes with it. So keep going. You got this. If I can lose 24, 25 pounds, you can do it, because I was the least motivated person out there and I was just gaining so much weight. Like, I was super heavy and I felt just like even walking like just out of breath and stuff, and that wasn't healthy. So sometimes you can use yourself as your motivation. That's what I did. I looked at myself in the mirror and I wasn't happy with what I was seeing, so I made a change. It just takes one day to just make a change. So stop saying tomorrow, stop saying next week. That's what I was doing. Stop saying when the new year gets here, stop saying when the new month gets here, and just do it right now. Just start. So yeah, all right, enough talking. I hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get started. All right guys, so I'm gonna be keeping breakfast super simple today because I actually have a hair appointment. It is almost 9 o'clock right now and I'm actually running a little bit late as always, but I am gonna just have one of these Silk dairy-free yogurts. This one is the strawberry kind. This is what the nutrition facts look like. So there's about 130 calories, 30 calories from fat, 13 grams of sugar, 3.5 grams of fat. So I really love these. It's pretty filling just for a yogurt. And I'm also going to have some raspberries, just like a handful of them. I'm not super hungry this morning because I woke up pretty early. I just couldn't really sleep well. And so I did my makeup and everything and I'm just not really hungry. So I really don't like to stuff myself if I'm not hungry. So this is just a quick and easy breakfast that I like to do pretty often, actually. I love it. So this is what the yogurt looks like. Honestly, to me, it just tastes like regular yogurt. It's really creamy. It has little tiny chunks in it. And sometimes I like to even put the fruit inside the yogurt, and that's super good. I might do that today. And every single morning I have to have my lemon water. I think it's a really great way to just feel refreshed in the morning and wake up a little bit. So I like to freeze my lemons so it kind of creates like lemon ice cubes. So just do that. I just probably do like 2 and I will drink this throughout the entire day. So I'll literally just top any fruit. You could even do strawberries or any type of fruit just right on top of the yogurt. So I'm going to eat this really quick and head out to my appointment because I am already late. Also, I'm going to take an apple with me just in case I get hungry at my appointment. It usually takes like 2 hours for my hair. So these are my favorite apples. This one doesn't look super appealing, but the Honeycrisp apples are delicious. They're super crispy and sweet, so I'm gonna probably eat this as well, maybe in like an hour or two. All right guys, I'm back from getting my hair done. I actually ended up going like with my friend Ashley. We were like running some errands, just hanging out. I didn't blow dry my hair. I just ended up letting it air dry and like just braiding it because one, I didn't really feel like I wanted to. Honestly, it takes like 40 minutes to blow dry my hair at the salon. So I was like, it's okay, you can just leave it like that. It's actually pretty late right now. I just ate the apple that I told you guys earlier about, and then I also had a tangerine and just water throughout the day. So I'm gonna just make myself something not super heavy because I'm gonna have a heavier dinner. So I'm gonna try to keep it light for right now so that I'm not like overeating or anything. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm having. It's one of my favorite like breakfast type of, even like snack dessert type things because it's really sweet and I always have a sweet tooth. So yeah, let's do it. So this is kind of like a smoothie banana chocolate bowl type of thing. So all you're gonna need for this is frozen bananas. I have a few right over here. I'm not gonna use all of them. Probably maybe like 2 bananas-ish. They're all cut up into pieces, so I can't tell you guys exact amounts, but it really is just depending on how much you want to make. You're also going to need some cacao powder. This one's like running pretty low. You can find this anywhere. I even have found it at Walmart. I just always make sure it doesn't have any milk or anything in it and that it's just 100% cacao powder. This is the one that I found at Walmart and I really like it, and this big bag I think was only like $10, so it's like a really good deal. And then I also like to add spinach. This is just a really great way to get your greens in, and I promise you can't even taste it. So always make sure that you're adding your greens with smoothies and stuff because it's just a really easy way to eat your greens without actually like eating them, you know. Of course, you're gonna need milk of your choice. I like unsweetened original. This is my fave. And then if I'm feeling adventurous, I like to top this off with some cacao nibs. This just adds a little bit extra sweetness and crunch, and these are really good. I got them from Wegmans. And then I also like to add some granola. I don't always do this, it just depends. Like right now I'm pretty hungry, so I want something a little bit more filling, so this is great. It's the Bare Naked granola, and this is the triple berry one. So you get 23 grams of whole grains, which is really great. For a 1/4 of a cup, it's about 120 calories, 0 sodium, 0 cholesterol, 3 grams of sugar, 3 grams of protein, which is pretty good, and only 15 calories from fat, so that's not bad at all, and 2 grams of fat. So granola is just great to help you get filled. And then just to look on these cacao nibs, I mean, the calories are 190. There's no sugar just because it's 100% cacao. And just if you're curious, these are the nutrition facts for the cacao powder. So it's only 20 calories. Again, it's just negligible calories, not really a whole lot. Oh, there's my phone. By the way, I will link the blender that I have down below. I got it on Amazon. So you really want to just do everything to your liking, you know, depending on how chocolatey you want this or how many bananas you want. So it's very, very personal preference. I'm gonna just do a few pieces of the banana. So this cacao powder, by the way, it's like the same nutrition facts and everything as the other one. It's literally just a different brand and different size bag. So I'm gonna just use the rest of this cacao powder in here because again, I like it very chocolatey. And this is done. Add my spinach. I like to just do a handful. I mean, again, you don't even really taste it, so I'm pretty generous with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. As you can see, that's my ratio. For the milk, this is where you have to be careful. You don't want to do too much milk because then it kind of turns into like a chocolate shake type of thing. If you want sort of like a creamy, sort of like ice cream consistency, then don't do a lot of milk. So I literally just do probably like that much, which is like not even, what is the serving size on this? The serving size is like a cup. I probably don't even use that. So just guesstimate because it's better if you have too little milk than too much. Ooh, and there's my phone again. Sometimes that's why I like this blender, because you just take this thing and you kind of just like press everything down so that it can blend better. And then if needed, like for this, I need to add more milk. So I just add a little bit more. So you really have to just like play around with the consistency of everything just to get it to your liking. And then once you put the milk in, that's much easier to just kind of press all of the, I was gonna say the products, all of the ingredients together. So you can see it looks so creamy. It probably doesn't look like the most appealing thing, but I'm telling you, it's delicious, especially if you love chocolate. You will love this. I forgot to tell you guys, I always like to add bananas to this because I'm obsessed with bananas and it just tastes so good with like the banana and the chocolate. So I'm gonna add my cacao nibs right now. I just do like a handful. And then for the granola, again, I kind of just eyeball it. And you know, if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna add some more cacao nibs over top. So that is my super easy brunch. Again, you could really eat this for like breakfast or a snack or something. It's really good and it's really filling. I always need to watch something on my phone. It's such a bad habit when I'm eating. Like I can't just eat like in dead silence. I have to be like watching something. So I am currently rewatching America's Next Top Model. I don't know why I go on these like weird sort of binges with shows just depending on how I'm feeling. Like you ever just get in the mood to watch something? That's how I feel. So I'm gonna watch my show, enjoy my bowl, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit for dinner. Random fact about me, I'm obsessed with crackers and butter. I know that a lot of people will do like saltine with like peanut butter, but I love butter. So whenever I'm craving something salty, maybe if I have something like a little bit too sweet, I kind of want to balance it out. I'll have like 1 or 2 of these Goya crackers. The serving size for them is 3. If I'm really craving something super salty, I'll have 3, but usually I'll just have like 1 or 2. And I'll just top them with a little bit of this. I can't believe it's not butter, and this is the vegan version. Obviously butter is not like a super healthy thing, but you know, I don't like to deprive myself from things that I really like. I just kind of do it in moderation. So I actually found this at Walmart and I'm obsessed with this. I also really like an avocado oil butter brand, but this one is just my favorite. I used to actually, before I was vegan, I would have the I can't believe it's not butter brand of butter. That's like the only one that I used to buy and it was my fave. So I'm really happy that they have a vegan version. So yeah, I just had one of these right now just because I felt like the bowl that I made was super sweet. So I just wanted to kind of balance it out. So I just literally had 1 of these crackers and I'll show you what they look like. They're a little bit thicker, as you can see. Literally just a big cracker like that. That's my life. Okay, then I can show you better what it looks like. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I absolutely love them. My lipstick is like completely faded. Okay, disregard that. But I wanted to mention that I'm not always showing me drinking water, but I'm constantly drinking water throughout the day. I always fill up my glass or I have like a water bottle or something with me. So always keep that in mind. Make small changes when it comes to your diet. I don't like to call it a diet. When it comes to your lifestyle changes and just baby steps. So like I used to be addicted to drinking iced tea. That was like my jam. I love iced tea and now all I drink is water. So I first started out by cutting out iced tea and soda. I was kind of a fiend for soda at times too. So the longer that you go without something, the less you start to crave it. Like now I don't even crave any of that stuff anymore. I literally just crave water. Like when I wake up or before I go to bed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some water. So it's like the more that you do something super healthy, you realize like how much your body actually needed that and that you were putting the wrong stuff in your body. Like for me, I was probably drinking like 6 bottles of iced tea a day. Like I would buy them at college and it was just not good. Also, sometimes your mind will play tricks on you and you think that you're either hungry and you want a snack after a meal, but really you're just bored or you're dehydrated. So always drink your water. All right guys, so it is dinner time right now. It's like literally already dark outside. That's one of the things I hate about fall and winter, but this is what I am having today for dinner. Green beans, spinach, potatoes, and sausage. I have my olive oil cooking spray right over here. This is one of my favorite meals, and this sausage right here is amazing. Absolutely love it. You can find this at any grocery store, like in the vegan organic section, and Walmart actually has this brand now, which I'm really happy about. So I'm just gonna chop up these potatoes. I don't mind having the skin on them, but obviously that's personal preference. So I'm going to cut these up. They're already washed and I already rinsed my green beans and spinach. So let's get dinner started. Alright, so you want to set your heat to probably like medium or so, and I'm just going to spray my pan with a little bit of the olive oil cooking spray. I also really like avocado oil spray as well. Okay, and obviously this is an excess amount of potatoes. Hector and I are both going to be eating this and we're going to have leftovers. So what I'm going to do now is just add some water. So I'm just gonna let the water evaporate. And once that all kind of absorbs, then that's when you know the potatoes are done. You can always put your fork in there as well, just to kind of obviously know once they're soft, or you know, when they're cooked to your liking. I'm going to let that kind of cook on the stove for a little bit, put the lid over top, and then I'm gonna add my seasonings and I'll show you guys what I use. Alrighty, now we can start with the green beans. So I always do the sausage last, just because obviously it's not like actual meat, so I don't have to cook it for as long as you would normal meat. So I'm just gonna do the green beans now. Again, I'm just gonna do a little bit of olive oil spray. Probably use a bigger pan, but whatever, we're gonna make it work. I always like to do more veggies than the sausage, in case you couldn't already tell. These don't really take that long either. I liked mine to be kind of a little bit soft, not too soggy, but you know, I just cook them for a little bit, however long it takes, and it really just depends on how many green beans. So today I have quite a bit, but again, we have a lot of leftovers with this, and I prefer to just cook in bulk so that I don't have to cook constantly. So tomorrow for lunch, I won't have to make anything. I'm just gonna eat this again. Okay, so these are the spices that I'm gonna be using. I just wanna mention that this field roast brand, normally with most sausages and meats in general, but especially with meatless meats, there is a lot of sodium, but please keep in mind, I don't eat this every single day. This is kind of like a treat for us, and you know, we like to have our veggies and everything but still switch it up every once in a while. So you could definitely switch this out for tofu or for any kind of meat that you really like, but we like to do this once in a while, and the Italian one is by far our favorite. So that being said, since this has a lot of sodium in it, we don't really like to add any extra salt to the meal, just because this already honestly has a lot of taste. Like, you don't even really need to do any other extra seasonings. But for the potatoes and the green beans, we like to use onion powder, and these are all from the McCormick brand, as you can see. Some garlic and herbs, salt-free, and then just some traditional black pepper. So I'm probably going to be using the garlic and herb for the green beans, maybe a little bit of onion powder, and yeah, onion powder and some black pepper for the potatoes. So I just put the heat on low for the potatoes, and if needed, I do always drain out any excess water, obviously. These are what the 4 sausages look like. Doesn't it look like real meat? It looks so crazy. What I like to do is literally just cut the sausage up like that into pretty small pieces. I mean, not too small, but kind of like bite-sized chunks, I guess you could say. And you can see the red pepper in there. So good. And you could use regular sausage. You could really use anything for this meal. Like, if you don't like sausage, I mean, I'm sure you could use like chicken, and that would be really good too. So you just gotta play around with your meals and just figure out what you like and what you don't like. This used to be one of my favorite meals, like when I used to eat meat, so I just kind of found an alternative. So I feel like you can have your favorite meals still, just in moderation. Don't eat too much. Like, I'm not going to be eating all of these 4 sausages in one sitting, you know what I'm saying? I have everything on high heat just because I kind of use a little bit too much water, but when that happens, I just put the heat all the way up just so that it can absorb all the water a lot quicker. These are probably almost done. And then let's see the green beans. Yum, they look so good. I'm just going to like mix them around. But yeah, this dinner is pretty basic. I think the longest part is definitely the veggies, but other than that, it's super easy. All right, so this is what it looks like. It honestly doesn't look that good, but I'm telling you guys, it's delicious. I did cook the potatoes a little too long. You can kind of see they're sort of mashed. I mean, obviously it's still gonna taste like potatoes, but next time I'm just gonna cook them a little bit less. But other than that, it's gonna be good, and yeah, super easy and very filling. So this is my dinner, and of course I'm having it with some lemon water. Dinner was so good, but now I need to have a little dessert. I will usually switch out my desserts, but today I need something sweet. I have the biggest sweet tooth ever, and I've been obsessed with these pumpkin spice snaps. I just got these from my local grocery store, which is Giant. I don't know if any of you guys have a Giant near you, but they were kind of like in the organic section of my grocery store. But I love these. They have a ginger flavor, which I didn't like, and they also have like an apple pie flavor. I hate apple pie, so I just went with these. I honestly don't like pumpkin spice anything, but these are delicious. So these are the nutrition facts on the back. You can see the serving size is for 4 cookies. I normally don't have 4 cookies. I'll usually have like 2 or 3. So this is what they look like. They're pretty thin. They're like a really good size, and they're super crispy, which I love. I love like crispy cookies versus like soft cookies. These are like amazing. So I'm gonna have this, some water, and then I'm good to go. If I'm not snacking on something sweet, I'm usually snacking on like fruit or something, but sometimes you just don't want fruit and you want something that's a little bit more like a dessert. Like I mentioned, I think everything is just good in moderation. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat the entire bag, which, not gonna lie, the first time I discovered these, I ate more than 4 because, you know, sometimes it happens, but when you kind of limit yourself and just kind of indulge a little bit, it prevents you from binge eating and just kind of overeating or wanting to go on like really sweet binges or anything like that. So just eat a little bit. Again, drink lots of water because I feel like that helps me whenever I'm like craving something so much. Have a little bit of it, like 2 cookies, some water, and I'm good to go. I feel satisfied and I don't feel like I'm depriving myself from like my favorite things. So just some little tips that have worked for me. All right guys, so that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave me any other meal ideas that you have. I would love to get more inspo because I'm always looking into switching my foods up and just doing different things. So let me know down below in the comments of your favorite meals. Thank you so much for everything. I love you guys, and I will see you in a few days in my next one.